Hello, everybody. Donald J. Brower reporting live from Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. We're going to call this Near Fall 4.1 because we're going to be doing a live podcast every night, kind of wrapping up the day, seeing how everything goes. Couple surprises so far here today. Couple of my predictions for finalists have gone by the wayside. Is in the pre-quarters, Mike Conrad from Montville lost at 182. And in the preliminaries, Tyler McCarthy from Ward Hills lost. So two of my people I had in there, but doing pretty well so far. Some really good matchups. One that kind of sticks out is I was a little shocked Tyler Vasquez lost in the pre-quarters, but some really good matchups so far, which you would expect in the States. Couple somewhat big upsets if you could predict the seeding. As we said, Vasquez losing at 106 and 170. Nick Russo from Parsippany Hills, the 29th seed, pinning the 4th seed in the first round. So a couple of the differences there. And then you had some of the matchups. Del Barton bringing down 13 wrestlers. They lost Davi and Oliveri into the wrestlebacks in the preliminary rounds. And as I said, Vasquez and Wasilewski in the pre-quarters, as well as Colin Calvetti, which if you go to my Twitter, you'll see there was an issue that I had with the end of the match with some things that were said to some fans, and it wasn't really the way you want it to look. But a couple highlights from the preliminary, the pre-quarters. Stewart from Sparta, 5-1 over Kurzer at 113. Evenly matched. Stewart kind of took control at the end. He advances on. Matchup at 120. Matt DeStefanis from Randolph over Jack Bertha from Mendham. We'll actually be interviewing DeStefanis here in a few minutes. I talked to some of the people, and I talked to him, and he got his thoughts on just what he's doing so far this year and how it goes. And Mike Conrad from Montville just lost to Benjamin List 4-1. So we're going to throw it real quick to the DeStefanis interview, and I'll be back to wrap up the first night of a very exciting tournament. I just want to get your thoughts. Just talk a little bit about this tournament and just your expectations. You're a high seed, but you've been untested the last few years. Just kind of what you're trying to do here.
Yeah, I don't really have any expectations at all. Just kind of coming in here, looking to just embrace the opportunity, this last chance to compete, and not really worrying about the results. Just trying to have some fun.
Now, one of the people I know who's having fun is Coach Chuck. Talk about him. Been around forever. I know it wasn't the team season you guys wanted, but you had some individual success. I know your teammate Charlie Treston hurt himself, so he wasn't able to continue on. But just kind of your coach and seeing that revitalized look as you move on and just kind of doing this for him.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome to kind of just win some of these matches for Coach Sook. And, for his accolades definitely speak for themselves, but for anyone who's ever met Coach Sook, they just really know how much of a straight-up guy he is and just what a great man he is before anything else, before just father first, family man first, coach, and then the results take care of themselves. But he's just a great dude.
Now, you had a very successful freshman year, took 2 years off. How do you get back to that look? It almost seems like you didn't miss a step. How did you knock that wrestler? Because there's people I've seen just miss a couple matches, and they kind of not have that. How did you get to where you're back at that level?
I don't know. We just been working every day in the room, just making those every day with Coach Sook and Coach Basillo, just looking to get better and fix little stuff every day. And we've always talked about just going out there and having fun and competing and not worrying about the results, and that stuff will just take care of itself. And that's just it, just taking it day by day and just having fun with it. And it's worked out pretty well.
Now, speaking of day by day, what are you going to do tonight to get ready for tomorrow? I know you got that little break. It's the way everything's constructed. What are you going to do to kind of keep your focus? Because obviously it's such a long tournament.
So I don't know. I'm just going to go back to the room, check my weight, and do something with my parents and hang out with my family a little bit tonight. And then wake up, make weight, hang out with Coach Sook and Priscilla for a while. My teammate Evan Cannon's down here wrestling. And then, we'll just go out there and compete once again. It's just nothing new. It's just another great opportunity. It's another great opportunity.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We're going to wrap it up here. Like I said, good night. We got some, the brackets are up on Track Wrestling. We've had a great night of wrestling here so far. Boardwalk Hall, they're going to be having the wrestlebacks and the girls' quarterfinals. So we'll have everything rolling from there. But check back in with us tomorrow night. We'll have a podcast up again for Garden State HS Wrestling, Donald J. Brower. We'll see you tomorrow.